You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
Simeon, good to see you here.
Good to see you.
Another week of awesome Two Button Crew content.
Indeed.
We're here today to talk about Nintendo NX facts and rumors. It's their next console.
Yes.
And we just got through with E3. Didn't have an official presence there, but there's still plenty of talk swirling around out there.
Indeed there is.
Yeah.
And some fakeness.
And a lot of fakeness.
A lot of fakeness.
And there will continue to be fakeness until there's an official announcement.
Oh, I'm sure even past that there will be.
So let's get right into this.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about this.
It is Nintendo's next home console.
Yeah.
There's lots of discussion about, the letter X is in the code name, so it's clearly a crossover piece of hardware which is going to unite the handheld and home console gaming systems.
Mm-hmm.
And it may do that, or it may do some of that, but they're developing it as the successor to the Wii U.
So this isn't their plan to venture into mobile gaming yet.
No.
This is home console stuff, so that is good to hear.
Although I do think it'd be really cool if Nintendo made a phone at some point. They're not really doing that. They're developing apps for the existing market there.
Right.
And they announced this NX to kind of counteract that sentiment that, Nintendo is going completely mobile. They said, no, we're working on the NX, which is basically just to say, don't worry.
Yes.
We don't know an official thing about it, but like I said, there's more rumors. So what's our next one?
Next one is that apparently they're talking to third parties. They started doing that at E3. Apparently, this is what's reported.
Yeah, just because Nintendo doesn't say anything at a press conference at E3 doesn't mean they're not having lots of discussion behind closed doors with their developers. Of course, developers are the ones that learn about these things before we ever do.
Yes, that's
because
true.
There's got to be third-party support. So apparently third parties started hearing about it this year is what they're saying.
And that's how leaks happen.
Yeah.
Which maybe there will be some soon.
Yep. There's also some rumors that NX would be Android-based, but this is not the case. Nintendo actually came out and denied this one, which is rare because frequently we get the answer, we don't comment on rumor or speculation, but they just said, nope, there's no truth in that one. So
they don't want to be associated with them for whatever reason, and they wanted to dispel those rumors right away.
Either. iPhone all the way.
Yeah. I'm not totally into Mac and stuff, but I do have my own Mac products, so whatevs. So Metroid Prime 4 could possibly be on this next generation of consoles. It probably won't be here on Wii U, and why is that?
Well, the producer is saying it just takes so many resources to make an HD game that because they haven't started right now, when they did start, it would be Wii U could be done with.
Yeah.
So they might as well just start developing for the NX, is what Kensuke Tanabe said. Quote, if we started for Wii U now, it would likely take 3 years or so it would likely now be on Nintendo's NX console. 3 years to make a Metroid Prime 4 game in HD. I guess that makes sense, but I don't want to wait till 2018.
Yeah, it's sad to hear that they haven't actually already started on it. But,
Wouldn't
good
that be
things.
Great if he was tricking us, though?
That would be. Good things come to those who wait, though.
Yeah.
So I'm still excited for this.
Yeah. So Amazon is actually under the impression that Nintendo's thinking about emulating Android games. They said, okay, if they're not making an Android-based platform, they're at least going to be emulating it. So somewhere down the line, Nintendo had some conversations with Google about Android. Something got out there that's giving people these different ideas. Amazon's asking Nintendo what they need to do to have the Amazon App Store on the Nintendo NX.
Yes, Amazon wants to get in on this action as soon as possible to be that company that's out there and gets their stuff in there first with Nintendo, which is a smart move.
It is smart, and it's kind of different because Amazon and Nintendo have always had this kind of on-again, off-again relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And when a new Nintendo handheld comes out, for example, you never know whether or not you can buy it on Amazon. There's some, they don't always work that well together, but it's nice to see that they're in conversation this early ahead of a console generation.
And I think this is good news for both Amazon and for Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think it's smart for not just Amazon, but also for Nintendo to get both companies on board as soon as possible. So one rumor states that the NX will launch in 2016 for a price of $150. Of course, this is a rumor, but this is to avoid competing with these other, the Xbox One fan base and the PS4 fan base. $150.
So Nintendo wouldn't be saying, here's another very expensive box to add.
Yes.
They want to kind of slip it into the market of gamers that are already playing on other consoles as kind of an alternative, maybe second choice system or something like that. Although that's almost what they're positioning the Wii U as. It's just not cheap enough.
And I think that this is a really smart move, because when like the 3DS came out and stuff like that, it was console price, like Wii U and 3DS, same price, and they made a comment like, we don't really consider, how did they put it? Like, we don't really consider the 3DS mobile gaming, we consider it just like another console. And it's like, really? Like,
and the games for 3DS are only $20 cheaper.
Yeah, it's just so... Yeah, I think this is a smart move, if this is true.
They've struggled with price the last couple consoles and systems. I do want to say, though, I don't think I'm interested in a $150 system.
Really?
Yeah.
You want something that has some meat to it?
Yeah, I like paying for the new innovative tech ideas that Nintendo brings to their new concepts. So $150 system just kind of sounds like an Ouya to me, or something kind of lightweight,
Yeah, I see that.
So the same rumor as that one about the price and release date. Oh, in 2016, that'd be crazy, by the way, because they didn't talk about it at E3 this year.
It'd be like what Sega did with the Saturn, like, oh, it's out in stores, like, now.
So from that same source, we learned that Diddy Kong Racing 2 is probably in the works, and this is due to silence on Retro Studios' part of what they're working on, patent renewals, like they renewed a Diddy Kong patent or websites, that kind of thing, and then Iwata holding a bunch of bananas in front of him in the last Direct.
Oh yes, him and his bananas.
Yeah. I think that's just like a Nintendo Direct kind of inside joke, though.
I think you're right. I think I recognize those bananas, and even though he was a puppet,
I don't think they would start teasing games for a console that hasn't been officially announced yet.
No.
I mean, they've announced work on NX, but
there's nothing official.
Right.
Yeah. So Taiwanese manufacturer Foxconn states that they are gearing up for July 2016. So apparently these are the guys that are manufacturing, that are making the parts for Nintendo's stuff. What do you think is going to be the size of the system? If it's true that this is going to be a $150 system.
It's going to be a DVD case. That's what Iwata's goal was for the Wii, to be
this
very
big.
flat. Yeah.
I think it's going to be small too. Do you think it's even going to have a slot for discs? See, this is because when I hear $150, I do not see anything going into it at all.
I hear you.
Except maybe USB ports.
That'd be cool to buy a game on USB.
I don't know.
It would be cloud-based or download-based. I'm pretty sure they've commented recently that customers like having the security of a disc. Reggie was talking about this at E3. They were asking, is Nintendo going to go all digital in the near future? And he says they've seen their consumers. Some consumers, when they download a game, they feel like it's more of a fragile transaction. Like somehow the game could be easily corrupted, or they could lose their save data easier, or if they lose it, they just have less control over that without the physical copy.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to remain giving consumers the choice.
You know what would be really cool?
What's that?
is to have cartridges again.
Yeah.
Not like poopy cartridges like NES cartridges, but like 3DS cartridges or DS cartridges or even, Game Boy style cartridges. That'd be cool.
I like 3DS cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
So you excited for the NX? Do you actually think we could see it next year? I mean, out of all these rumors, that one seems like the biggest claim to me.
Yeah, July of next year. That's 1 year away with no information really.
Nintendo pretty much always unveils a console at 1E3. You go pretty much 12 months without hearing anything.
Yeah.
And then they really take the curtains off the next year, and it comes out the following holiday. So I just can't see it.
I don't see it.
So
I really don't see it. It could happen, but who knows?
Well, this has been a great episode of Two Button Crew. Thanks for watching, and let's gear up for the Nintendo NX.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like, to comment, and most of all, to hit that big red subscribe button.
See you next time.
Signing out.